Shooting it raw?
Yes. Shooting it raw. The next image I have here is, it's kind of nuts. It's a photo of, okay, you titled it "The Center of the Emu in Saint-Urbain dans la région de Charlevoix," in Charlevoix. Let me describe what I see. So it looks behind, okay, there's like a heat lamp, I guess, on the top.
It is a heat lamp. Yeah.
There's a heat lamp, and behind it looks like drywall that's been screwed. Okay. And then you've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 or 9 of these chicks that are black and white striped that are so, I mean, it's that's a pretty amazing image. What's the story of this image?
I had to be reporting about like this, dans les régions, les attraits touristiques régionaux.
Okay, so the sort of the regions in Quebec, but it's in Quebec, right?
It's in Quebec, Charlevoix, like 1 hour after Quebec. Yeah.
Okay, so basically doing a kind of report or photo documentation of different touristic areas.
Exactly. So these guys are producing this immer for the oil that they have on their skin. I don't know how it works. I don't recall it. I was just like, whoa, what is going on? Because they're all around you and like
they're harvesting the oil from their skin.
Well, I don't know if it's from the skins. They're harvesting oil for sure because it's good for the body, I guess. They're harvesting the eggs. They're harvesting all these things. Man.
Wow.
It's just like,
how many animals would you say are on this farm? How big is this farm?
It's how big? I don't know. Like they had like outside, because like they're outside and inside. They're free to walk and go around. Mm-hmm. I can recall like outside there were like 40 of them, and inside like around 80, 80 chicks, maybe more than that.
Is this, what time of day is this inside? Like, are there windows in the building, or it's just
no? There's no window whatsoever. There's just this big lamp in the middle of their box, and they're like just gathering around it, and that's what it is. And it was kind of like, it was like a mob squad. You know, they were like, "This is my lamp. This is my lamp. No, this is my lamp." So it was really, that's why they're like all cranked up, right?
Yeah, it's very cute. Well, it's one of those crazy images. You look at it and you're like, what is this story? Okay, let's go to the next one. So the image that you chose, or that you have with this quote, is basically pines in the middle of a blizzard. Yeah, so it's very strong graphically. It's just white and black. Is that produced black and white, or is that basically how the image was rendered?
It's just like with the little contrast, that's how it is. Yeah, because like les épinettes sont noires, they're really like super like dark green, right? So it's like if they were black from a distance, right? And it's so white, like, so you have to be closing your eyes a little like that. So like the contrast and the lines, that's all you see.
That's great. Where did you make this photo?
This was in, how do you call it? Shefferville.
Okay.
Shefferville is like, again, it's a great north of Quebec, but in the middle east.
Okay.
Like if you go in the middle and you go toward east, it's going to be like around, and that's again the 53rd parallel.
So why did you go back so far north?
This time, there's a train, because like, rich people, they can take a plane to go there. Like first it used to be a mine city. So there were like, il y avait des commerces, there was a cinema, they had, like, it was a city, like a living city. And then suddenly the mine decided to leave. So it became a dead city. So they sold everything for $1 to some people. And so so only the rich people can fly there. But, there's a train connecting like for the minerals, and Inuits and Inus are using this train, right, to go up up north or down south. And it takes 14 hours for the train to go there. And sometimes it breaks down, or sometimes it has to go on the side and wait for the other train. So they say it's 14 hours, but it could be 1 day and a half. So we decided to, we again with the Catherine, we decided to do a report about it. And to see how it is in Shefferville, how it is to be living in this ghost town now. and it was pretty interesting. So
Yeah.
this is why we did a report.
Josephine is the writer, and so she just
Yeah.
So why did you quote that particular quote?
Because like everyone over there is like everyone forgot about them, but everyone is really unique. If you take time and if you think about it and like you realize it, everyone is unique and je sais pas pourquoi this one was like, yeah, they're pine trees, but every one of them is unique if you stop and you stare at it, right?
Right. For somebody who's not from Canada, it's like when I go to Bangkok at Christmas, in Bangkok and Christmas time, it's like, 28 degrees Celsius. It's like you have the train and you have like everybody's super hot and all this stuff. And then they'll have like the Christmas decorations.
Yeah.
But they'll have snow, right? Like they'll have fake snow. Yeah. So to them, the idea of snow is it's this abstract, it's white, whatever. But it's brutal, man. It's awful.
It's brutal. Yeah, it's brutal.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
And so this image, when I saw it, okay, the trees are alive.
But life over there is brutal.
Yeah. No shit.
But they're alive, right? Yeah.
I think it's one of these things where it's kind of like that's in a way, I guess, life in the north, right? It's hard. It's really.
That's how it is.
Go ahead.
The guy over there says, les épinettes noires de malheur. That's how he said it.
Which translated is like the black pines of malheur, which is like awfulness of
awfulness, exactly.
It's like malheur. Okay, and then the next image I chose is, or the one that we're going to put on here is Centre de Ville de Madeleine, Ville de la Rama. Is this in Canada? No, I guess it's in Venezuela.
Actually, it's in Colombia.
Colombia, okay. Were you just being a tourist?
Yeah, I went. It was for the family vacation, but for us, family vacation means like backpack and go somewhere which like no one goes. So we decided to go to the dangerous places with our kids, but they're not. Well, it's not dangerous, but it's quite different than being in Cuba with the Cuba Libre in the hand, right? So we were in the middle of I think it's Medellin, right? Mm-hmm. I don't. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Medellin is used to be known like as one of the most violent city in the world, and for les autochtones as well, right? It's quite difficult.
Yeah, for the natives.
The natives, exactly. So so this image was like pretty powerful because like they're adding like y a des publicités for it and everything, but no one gives a shit, right?
Right.
And when you're in the city, you understand why, because like they're just like us at the same time, and it's just like people are discouraged because they're not. Comment ils m'ont dit ça, parce que je veux pas vraiment mal le dire, mais ils m'ont dit que la cause native est difficile parce qu'on sait plus qui l'est puis qui l'est pas.
Right, okay. So basically, the native situation is difficult because it's hard to know who is and who isn't.
Exactly.
Wow.
À cause de la pauvreté and tout ce qu'il y a eu, and with the Venezuela crisis at the same time, there's even Colombians pretending being Venezuelans.
Yeah.
So, tu vois, en tout cas, quand j'ai vu cette photo-là, quand j'ai vu ce cadre-là avec les gens assis puis les gens qui s'en foutaient, je me suis dit, wow, that's a nice city shot, right?
So let me just translate that quickly. Just as you're walking by, when you saw this image of people just sort of sitting, doing their thing, not really giving a shit about what's going on, and then you've got this large printed, I guess, advertisement or whatever to raise awareness, the black and white photo of the two kids. Yeah, it's a very powerful image.
For me, il y a un message derrière ça.
Yeah, for sure, there's a message. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So, is life really a gift? Really? Can you make every second count? That's the whole point of the podcast. So, if you like what you've seen and you're inspired, because that really is my mission, then please give it a like, subscribe, and share.
Shooting it raw?
Yes, shooting it raw.